Welcome to Sharp Dress Gaming, and today we're back with the NPCC. This is week 5, and this week we're versing Monkiez and the Brooklyn Banettes. Now, this, for those of you who don't know, the NPCC was split up into two different divisions. There's the Sun and the Moon, and each of them got to do their own drafts. So that means that each Pokemon is picked twice throughout the entire league. So you can see on his team, he actually has a Mega Venusaur. We also have Mega Venusaur. I didn't bring it because I didn't think it'd do as well against his team. There was things like, obviously, Aromatisse, that we could use it pretty well on, but I just figured, let's just stay away from Mega Venusaur. We'll bring things to beat his, but we're not going to bring our own. Excuse me. And he also has Victini, which isn't good for Mega Venusaur, but and we've faced Victini as well. That's another example of how Pokemon get picked twice. But we're both 2-2, as you can see, so this is going to be a very tight battle. I didn't do a team builder this week because I don't really know how to conduct myself during a team builder, I guess. I don't know how to do a successful one. If you guys thought my other ones were good, let me know, and then I will continue to do them. But it's also really weird because every single week people reschedule, and it's very annoying. It messes up my schedule because I was supposed to have a team builder go out yesterday. At the day I'm recording, there was supposed to be a team builder that went out yesterday, but then battle got pushed back, so now it can't go out. But it's all that stuff. But anyways, I'm just gonna go over my team quick since we have a post-com anyway. I brought Gyarados for the first time this week. Gyarados is showing up. You can see he doesn't really fit in the layout too well. His mouth is too big. But this one is a Dragon Dance Gyarados. This is meant to sweep everything on his team. By the way, his entire team, if you guys were wondering, was Landorus Incarnate, Hawlucha, Empoleon, Galvantula, Wobbuffet, Ursaring, Mega Venusaur, Victini, Bisharp, Aromatisse, and Golem. We have Golem DBL. I always forget where we have Golem at. We have Rhyperior here. But we're carrying Dragon Dance Waterfall, Bounce for the Mega Venusaur, and Earthquake. That was just meant to sweep everything. It hits everything for neutral, if not super effective. And we also brought Uniqueless, that's for the Mega Venusaur. It has Psychic, Shadow Ball for the Wobbuffet, Calm Mind to set up on the Wobbuffet if it ever wants to come in, and also Hidden Power Fighting for the Bisharp. And we also carry the Colbur Berry with max defense so we can live a Sucker Punch or a Knockoff and then knock it out with Hidden Power Fighting. I use Hidden Power Fighting because it for sure one-hit KO'd Bisharp, and we don't have to miss Focus Blast. So that's for Uniqueless. And then we have Choice Scarf Machamp, made to outspeed everything without a Scarf or Unburden in the case of Hawlucha. And we're carrying Ice Punch, Dynamic Punch, Knockoff, and another move that I don't remember obviously came into play this match. There's our Machamp. Then we have Honchkrows back again. This time, as our 4th move slot, we have Taunt. And that's for Wobbuffet. So Wobbuffet couldn't counter us or anything. So we taunt the Wobbuffet if it came in, and then Sucker Punch, Night Slash. You can see I was too worried about the Wobbuffet. As you can see from his team, he didn't even bring it. Then we have Goodra, Sap Sipper, Assault Vest. This thing is made to go up against Venusaur. We have Sludge Bomb, Dragon Tail, Earthquake for the Bisharp, and the Victini. And then we have Ice Beam. And then we also have Rhyperior. This is just our Stealth Rock setter with Ice Punch, Earthquake, and Rock Blast. So starting off here, I wasn't sure what he was going to lead off with. I was thinking it might be Victini, but I figured any which way our Moxie Gyarados would be our best start. So that's where we're going to start off with here. And we're going to get into that battle and see how it turns out for us. So he actually ends up leading off with Pedro, which is the Landorus Incarnate. I'm like, oh, that's fine. This thing, Rock Slide does about 80% to us if it's Life Orb, but he straight up U-turn. So I went for Dragon Dance here. I'm like, oh, that's kind of perfect, you know. I can set up here. We'll be looking real nice. So in comes the Empoleon. And I get my Dragon Dance off here. I'm like, that's perfect. I can Earthquake this thing. We'll be looking real good. Now, from the damage calcs, from especially defensive Empoleon, it was looking like Earthquake did 88 to like 93%. So I go for the Earthquake here, and you can see it's a little more defensive than that. Actually, it probably wasn't, but I was like, well, it just knocked off, so I'm going to go for another Dragon Dance. I was very risky. I was assuming he was going to go for Roar to try and get me out, I'm like, well, maybe he doesn't have it then. So I'm just going to Dragon Dance on his face again. So that way we can outspeed. I think we outspeed everything except for the Landorus at this point, because I'm assuming the Landorus is Choice Scarfed since he U-turned. And he goes for Scald. I'm like, God, please don't burn me. He doesn't burn me, though. So now I can go for an Earthquake and knock out this Empoleon, and that'll be Gyarados' first KO. He does leave it in, so Gyarados gets the Earthquake off. He could have switched into Landorus, but I wonder if he wasn't fast enough to outspeed a +2 Gyarados. I don't know. But I get my Moxie boost. I'm like, all right, Gyarados, it's time to go in hard. But then he brings in the Bisharp. I'm like, well, now it's mind games. Either he Sucker Punches or he expects me to Dragon Dance and knocks off. But he goes for Sucker Punch. So I just did go straight for the Earthquake there. So Gyarados unfortunately goes down. It is a 1-1 for Gyarados, so he's sitting kind of where he started, just a little higher up. So now I'm going to go into Reuniclus. This is a really risky play, but I knew I'd live, but he knew I had something for him, so he does just straight up switch out into Squeaky, which is the Victini, and I go for Hidden Power. It's going to be that Hidden Power fighting, not ground. The ground would have been good. Fighting's not good against Victini. So now I'm going to switch out. Now he knows that I have a Hidden Power for the Bisharp, and it's not ground, so it has to be fighting. And in comes the Rhyperior here. He's going to V-Create on Rhyperior, which is fine. This is what Rhyperior was made to do. Take V-Creates from Victini. He's going to eat those up all day. Look at that damage. Nothing. And he's going to get the drops. So now I know Victini, he can't stay in. Earthquake one-hit KOs him. And I might be able to outspeed him by this point. So he switches out into Kami Deku, which is the Venusaur. And I am going to just set up Stealth Rocks. So those are going to be nice for residual damage. But now I know Venusaur can destroy me. So I try and switch out. But he actually switches out as well, which is a really good play for him. He switches out into the the Aromatisse. Had I just YOLO'd it and gone for Earthquake, it would have been good, but there was really no reason for me to. Even though I was playing very bad this match, I'll let you know. So I bring in the Goodra. So he made a good play there, probably expecting Goodra, since it was the Venusaur. But now, I do have Sludge Wave. Well, like, he's not staying in on a Goodra, so he goes for Protect. I believe I Sludge Waved anyway. I did. I Sludge Waved anyway. And now he went for Protect, so now he knows I have Sludge Wave. I mean, I only do a little less than 50 to him with Sludge Wave, but I'm like, he's got to switch out. I'm going to Dragon Tail him. So now he goes for Moonblast. I'm like, okay, well, that's not going to do a ton to Goodra, but we don't want to be taking a ton of those. So I try Dragon Tail. Of course, not going to affect. So I go for Earthquake, expecting the Bisharp, expecting the Sludge Wave or the Dragon Tail. Nope, he stays in and takes that Earthquake. So now he gets another Moonblast off on me. And here I'm just playing terribly. To be fair, a bunch of my friends showed up, and they were like, oh, let's go eat dinner. I'm like, sorry, I'm playing Pokemon. So here I finally go for the Sludge Wave. Like I said, it's gonna do a little less than 50%. Even less than I originally thought. It was like 44%, I think, from the calcs. So he's just gonna keep Moonblasting me. And now I have an almost dead Goodra. I'm like, well, I can save him to swap in on Venusaur. Just to get a Sap Sipper boost. Not that it really matters. So I actually, no, I go for another Sludge Wave. I wonder if he went for Wish here then? Because Goodra stays around, so he must have went for Wish. He does. So, like, here... here he's probably just going to Protect, because another Sludge Wave, actually, Sludge Wave might not take him out from there. But I assumed he was going to Protect, so I actually just switch into Reuniclus. As you can tell, I'm playing very terribly. So Reuniclus is here, and then Aromatisse actually goes for another Moonblast. I'm like, alright, well, this isn't good. So at this point, I'm like feeling defeated, honestly. I'm like, I can't blast through this Aromatisse. I didn't bring Venusaur. Goodra's almost dead because I played terribly with it. So I'm just going to try and call Mind on this thing with Reuniclus. And I know if I'm taking too much damage, I won't be able to live anything from Bisharp, even with the Cobra Berry. But he's going to be Moonblasting. It's going to do less every time, but I don't have a way of recovering because I didn't carry Recover. Which probably would have been a good idea since I had Cobra Berry instead of like leftovers or anything like that. So here I go for Psychic just to see how much it does at +1. And it's not doing a lot. Not doing a lot. It's darn Aromatisse, too specially defensive. So he's going to keep Moonblasting. He's not getting the drop, which is nice. And we did see that I outsped there. So I believe I go for another Calm Mind. Yeah, I go for another one just to get one big Psychic off before Reuniclus goes down here. So we see the boosts up, and then the Moonblast comes out here. That's going to hit me, but it won't knock me out from this range, especially with another +1 to my special defenses. And now here I'm just going to release a Psychic. If I was carrying Psy-Shock, this probably would have done a little bit more. But Psychic does more to Mega Venusaur. That's why I was carrying Psychic. So here he's going to finally knock me out with another Moonblast. Aromatisse getting a KO. And now we have to figure out what we're going to do about this Aromatisse. So here, I figure I'm going to bring in Honchkrow. I was going to bring in Goodra just to finish this thing off, but I'm like, well, this is perfect for Honchkrow, the Brave Bird. There's still a Bisharp around, which Honchkrow can't break through at +1 since I don't have Superpower. Aromatisse is going to faint. Now here, I assume he thinks I have Superpower. I do get my Moxie boost. There's a little precursor. So I talked to him after the battle as well. He forgot Honchkrow has Sucker Punch, and he brings out Victini. So I assume he thought I had Superpower and forgot about Sucker Punch. So here, I just Sucker Punch this thing, it's dead. It's most like he choiced. So I bop this Victini right on the head, knock it out, and Honchkrow is at +2 this match. Honchkrow finally coming through with doing a bunch of damage like he's been supposed to be doing these last couple matches. So we're at +2 with Honchkrow. We're looking mighty fine here. And now comes Bisharp. Now, Bisharp can't knock me out even with an Iron Head. And Brave Bird has a chance to knock out. I think it's like a 5% chance to not knock out. So he's going to Iron Head. As long as he doesn't flinch me, Honchkrow is taking this thing out. And we get the Brave Bird off. Actually, I think from this range, after the Life Orb, it was a guaranteed KO with Brave Bird. But that didn't matter, because we got a crit anyway. So, +2 Honchkrow now becoming +3, as long as we don't die from recoil, which we do not. We live on 5. So that guarantees we're going to knock out one more of his Pokemon. I think he only has Mega Venusaur and Landorus left. I was really hoping for the Landorus because that guaranteed I could Sucker Punch, and then Honchkrow was getting the win. But Venusaur does come in. Now, I had a few options here. I could have Sucker Punched, expecting an attack, which would have knocked him out. Actually, I don't know what that would have. We are +3, but Venusaur is pretty bulky. And I could have taunted in case he was trying to get around the Sucker Punch. But I'm like, it's fine. We can just Brave Bird, let Honchkrow go down. Let Honchkrow get another Suicide under his belt because he's done enough. We have 3 more Pokemon to rely on this Landorus. Now, it is very scary because Landorus hits like a truck with Earth Power. And since I'm not Assault Vest Machamp, if he's Life Orb, which we've seen he's not, he could knock us out. But I'm assuming he's Choice Scarfed because of the U-turn at the beginning of the game. So Machamp should live this Earth Power. Rhyperior and Goodra weren't. So I needed to bring in Machamp. I'm going to take that Earth Power and then Ice Punch. So even if he wasn't Choice Scarfed, I was Choice Scarfed. So I was going to outspeed him and punch him anyway. So Machamp was my best play. Boom, Ice Punch, Landorus, Machamp, taking the win again. I mean, Honchkrow technically led us there. Honchkrow getting, what was that, 4 KOs this match. And Gyarados getting 1 and Machamp getting 1. So we're back, guys. We're bringing it in. But anyways, GG to the Brooklyn Banettes. And good luck with the rest of the season. We will be moving onwards. I actually have the page up. I can tell you who we're battling next week, guys. So we were battling DAD, which is the Dallas Dedenes, coached by Foul Plays. So that's who we'll be playing next week. They are looking like they are, well, it says 0-3 right now. We're up to week 5. They haven't updated their sheets. But that's fine. That's fine, everybody. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. And we will see you next week in week 6 of the NPCC. Be sure to be looking out for the other 2 league battles this week. Again, they're both happening late. They should both be up on Sunday, hopefully, if not Monday. But again, thank you guys so much for joining me today, and we'll see you next time. Stay sharp, everyone, and go Wild Charge.